at this, but yeah, we will have a commentator for this match, and it will be the last match for the week as well, which is between Snowy going up against AHotDawg, otherwise known as Echo Element. And yeah, your commentator racers. Welcome back to OMT. Sorry, I'm not really good at doing this intro. But there you go, Snowy seat 4 going up against Echo Element seat 5. It's gonna, well, on paper it should be really close. Like the AHotDawg, usually known for his hidden prowess, but still he can pretty much just play almost everything to a decent amount where you would need like an extraordinary performance to beat him. As we get into the bans already, so we taking out No Mod 3. AHotDawg on the other hand gonna be removing Hard Rock 2. Alright, I mean, fair enough. Snowy on the other hand is kind of renowned not just for his speed, obviously, if you look at his top place, but also his Hard Rock can be a very dangerous pick as well. Dangerous game. So the AHotDawg opting to leave the entire DT pool open, seeing Hard Rock 2 as a bigger threat against Snowy. And yeah, Snowy obviously having a close match in his last match against Shiran. We do not talk about how that match got that close. But for AHotDawg, I mean, he's been cruising so far in this tournament. I don't see him faltering that soon just yet. But then again, you can never let your guard down, especially against an opponent like Snowy, who can power up anytime. Okay, yeah. So for AHotDawg's last match, he went up against Sea Oster, who unfortunately got clean swept by Echo, by AHotDawg. So I mean, well, if you're Snowy, you gotta be like just kind of shaking and kind of a bit scared, but at the same time, he has been in these sort of situations for I think more times than he can probably count himself. So it's like, I wouldn't count on, you know, him having that much nerves, more so than, you know, basically just kind of being outclassed, perhaps outclassed by a better opponent on paper. The first pick is gonna be from AHotDawg, who's still taking his time. I mean, the obvious weakness will almost always be Hidden 2, especially against Snowy, who, well, it's not like he can't play it, but it's one of his quote-unquote weaker sort of skill sets in a tournament setting. They sure are taking their sweet time. Or, you know, something happened. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Bit of technical difficulties here, but we'll be back real soon, yeah. Apparently, I think they picked No Mod 1. Echo going for the consistency aim right out the gate. Hopefully you will still be able to see a bit. Yeah, just bear with us for a tad as we try to get past this technical issue, but I mean, all signs should still point to Echo just winning this overall, I think. Unless, you know, he kind of just chokes it away and things go kind of south. But I believe even if it happens, I believe the scoreline should be very close either way. Let's see. So it seems like they have already finished the first map, and the score line is Snowy World. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Okay. Apparently Snowy won number 1, 464k versus Echo's 251k. That is interesting. Well, let's just say Snowy kind of won mostly by combo. Both of their accuracies were about the same. Echo edging it out by like 1% or so. But yeah, unfortunately he just couldn't keep his combo for long enough. Both players getting one miss. Echo unfortunately just finding the earlier one, which resulted in the first breakpoint. Right off the first point, the first pick. Snowy now up 1-0, and he's going to go for his familiar skill set, his familiar grounds of DT2, and we have certainly seen him play this map last time. Let's see. Yeah, last time he played this, he got 301k, losing by like 10 or 12k in that regard, but let's just say that might be an off day for Snowy. So by all rights, this time around he should be able to put up a much better score on this DT2. Let's get right into it. Finally, our first map of the stream gonna be Rubik's Cube. Let's see which player can figure the inner workings of this map. 261 BPM, as you can tell. Tons of bursts already at the beginning. Echo already showing signs of struggle on these 260 BPM bursts, not able to really hold on to his accuracy well amidst the chaos. Snowy coming out of that intro with a respectable 95% accuracy. I mean, despite the act drops, Echo still has his combo intact, so if something unfortunate were to happen to Snowy, he's definitely got the grounds to like really take it back, although those act drops are looking a bit too frequent for a comeback to like really be that comfortable for Echo. Oh my goodness, he's dropping hundreds everywhere and finally finding a break as well. Not able to be consistent enough. Look at him, he's just barely surviving on these long bursts. You see the score lead now ballooning up to 200k. Snowy already surpassing like at least 100k of his previous score. Previous time he played this in the last match. He's now not playing any fun games anymore. He's ready to just roll over this DT2 and be up 2-0. Oh, he does find a break. Oh my goodness, that break kind of triggered him a tiny bit as his cursor wobbled around. But yeah, I mean, it's still a 300k score lead, guys. There's surely no way Snowy can like really throw this massive lead away, especially considering Echo's not exactly feeling too comfortable, and yeah, not enough map left. That was no shot for Echo from like the first 30 seconds. You could already tell he didn't get a miss apparently, but His accuracy was the beginning of the end for Echo's hopes and dreams on this DT2, not able to really catch a big point here against arguably one of Snowy's strongest skill sets. Yeah, Snowy 722k, pretty much doubling and, you know, giving it a bit more compared to the last time we saw him play this. So we are now up 2-0, and Echo will get serious now. He's gonna fire out his hidden 2 pick to just, you know, try and get the momentum back and at the same time break the streak from Snowy, who's looking like he's in kind of flow state right now despite the hiccup there at the latter stages of DT2. But well, Hidden 2 is a completely different beast compared to DT2, that's for sure. It is the usual low AR, you know, AR8, 48. Familiar song, Rabbit Hole. And yeah, we'll see. Echo certainly, he can't afford to lose this one. Right, losing Hidden 2. If you lose Hidden 2 against Snowy, you might as well have lost the match. Oh my goodness, he already dropped 1 miss on that first burst. That does not look good. But I want to say there's still hope. He does find another break already. 2 breaks in like the first 20 seconds or so from Echo. Oh my, what is going on? Echo's not feeling it today. He's found 4 breaks. We have barely even begun on this map. Snowy finally will trade 1 over, but he still has a 40k score cushion to lean on. He just has to like play relatively decently from now on. Just try not to find too many breaks. He does have a slight lead. It's starting to shrink now, back to 25k. See the repeating patterns, not catching anyone off. Echo realizing that intro was very bad, so he's gotta pick up the pieces now. He can't afford to get tripped up here on the perfect stacks on this Hidden 2. Snowy somehow still having superior accuracy, 95% against Echo's 93, 92-ish. Halfway through. So far both players seem to have stabilized. Never mind. It's gonna be Echo once again, the first one to fall in the combo battle as both players look at the break and Echo realizes what deep trouble he's in. He might actually lose Hidden 2 to Snowy, who's doing very well. Like, he's just acing off these patterns, finally catching a break, but he's now got 100k score lead to lean on, and with no combo from his opponent, that might just be enough to survive for him in this Hidden 2. We'll see. Snowy does catch a break earlier, but then again, Echo does not have the accuracy nor the combo really to take it back, though. Snowy finds more breaks, more misses. Scully now going to slightly accelerate over to Echo. Only 20k Scully left and fastly dwindling as well. Snowy unfortunately unable to hold on the ending, and Echo is going to bring it back right at the last 3 seconds of this Hidden 2. 441k versus 435k, a total difference of 6,000. Oh my, that was a really unorthodox start from Echo if I've ever seen one, especially on a pick like Hidden 2. But yeah, the perfect stacks really gave him a run for his money here. So we, on the other hand, like, really respectable performance throughout the entire map until we got to the ending where he's kind of, either his focus is kind of dwindled away, or, you know, that part was just a tad bit too hard for him. Absolute cinema already, as Echo barely just takes his first point on his second pick on this match. It's looking a lot closer, certainly at least for me, than I expected so far. Now back to Snowy, up 2-1. Still no major signs of panic just yet for Snowy, but he certainly would want to make this next pick count. It's a first to 5, so every single map you win here will obviously be crucial to securing the match win and just to stay alive further into the tournament. Snowy will fire out DT3. AR 10. Oh my god. AR 10.2. And if my memory serves me correct, he did also play this in his match against Shiran or Nabari Anju, where he got, well, 410k versus Nabari Anju's 448k, but then again, you know, he probably wasn't feeling that well in that particular match. So this time around we should at least probably see like 1.5 times the score, probably maybe even double. And that's a good reason why he went for DT3 instead of DT1, since, you know, DT1 is usually it's more usually focused on aim, which Echo can definitely hold his own in that regard. So he's gonna be playing his card safe, trying out this DT3. We'll see the match commence in just a bit. There we go, DT3. Echo, if there's any moment that he can turn the tides of this match, it will be this DT3. He's still down by 1 big point. So the close call in Hidden 2 just now. So far so good for both players. No one really dropping that much accuracy. Obviously Snowy having the upper hand with 97% accuracy, about 3% above Echo, who's, oh my goodness, yeah, once again showing some signs of struggling on the accuracy department here when it comes to speed, and at this point AR 10.2 as well. Both players are holding. They're just about halfway through. Oh my god, both players actually hit that. Never mind, Snowy didn't. So I presume the score lead is about 10k in favor of Snowy. It's gonna flip real soon. Yeah, I believe it already did. Echo now in the lead due to just holding combo through that insane set of patterns in the Ki just now. Snowy left in the back foot. Echo have all the combo in the world to lock it in. His first breakpoint of the match. He's still not breaking. 780 combo still going. And I think unless Echo just suffers a massive break, I don't believe Snowy has any shot at taking this DT3. Oh my goodness. Alright, Echo. That's one hell of a run. Let's see if he can close this out with an absolutely mind-boggling FC here on this DT3. And he will. 900, well, 899k FC, 90%. Like this. God. Echo, what are you doing? Snowy, despite having the way superior accuracy in this matchup, just didn't have the combo to really back it up, as Echo will combo game his way to his first breakpoint of the match. So now it's all tied back up again. So we're not gonna be too happy about that one. He had all the time in the world. I mean, all the favors in the world to really just take that DT3 to his court and, you know, seal his third point in, but Echo had other plans, hitting absolutely everything. And now Echo has steered the ship back to his own course, as he will be the next one to fire out a pick. And I mean, does he go for the hidden one now? Or does he want to play with, you know, somewhere in the Nomads? He will. Nomad 5 it is. Yeah, Nomad 5 is, I believe, speed. Because in Snowy's last time playing this match, he got like 389k, 7 misses. Not too Daddy, we'll see. It is Echo picking this one. .222 BPM tells you all you need to know about this map. Yeah, Echo just, I'm not sure, maybe he's feeling the quote-unquote speed here after that DT3 performance. We have yet to see a Nomad aside from that normal one that didn't get shown. Yeah, here we go. Good luck's come out from the chat as we're about to get into Nomad 5. Only a minute 44 seconds, so certainly a short map. There's no room for error. Oh my goodness, both players dropping full 100s on that first burst. Using some time to adjust to having approach circles. That's not DT. Only getting a slight shorter end of the stick, but now that I look at it, not exactly Echoes rolling on 86% accuracy, I believe. Snowy on the other hand having pretty much like 6 or 7% superior accuracy as it stands. But both players holding onto their combo, and we have seen how just holding combo could flip the script off in a map, but Echo's got too much to handle, and a break as well. Snowy trades relatively shortly right after, but it's gonna be Echo suffering through this entire stream section, not able to hold on to anything at all. Chaining 50s, chaining 100s, getting breaks. He's getting the full treatment here, not able to cope with 222 BPM on these sort of like absolutely ridiculous streams. Simply, his hand simply is not ready. Meanwhile, Snowy on the other hand, cruising now, stabilizing his combo and his accuracy. An absolute fumble pick here from Echo. And yeah, he knows. He's kind of thrown it away. Unfortunately, he's gonna draw a homer to signify his feelings on this particular Nomad 5 run. And yeah, just like that, the ballpark immediately switches back to Snowy's side as his opponent kind of throws him a freebie. Echo 69 misses. Nice. Snowy, not too shabby, 437k. Still an improvement from his last time on the map. And yeah, that is a pick of all time if I've ever seen one, at least for this week. But well, maybe he's just doing that to make the match more exciting. We'll wait and see. But so far, it will be 3-2 now in favor of Snowy, and he's gonna be the next one to pick. Let's do DT1 open if he wants to entertain that, or maybe even a Hard Rock 1. Okay. Right. He goes for Hidden 1 instead. Snowy picking Hidden 1. See if he did play this last time. I don't think he did, so this could be potentially an interesting Joker card being pulled out by Snowy here, if he can, you know, land the blow. I mean, he is one big point up, so in a way, there's kind of nothing to lose if you lose this big point. But then again, picking into your opponent's strengths on paper is a bold move if I've ever seen one. And we immediately dropping some combo here. I mean, not combo, accuracy, my bad. Echo's gonna be following suit as well. A slow intro, a very slow intro compared to the kinds of maps that they have played throughout this match. But immediately the map kicks off. All players, oh my god, already feeling very uncomfortable. Snowy, the first one to find a break. Yeah, I know this in the one. A ton of this absolutely awkward aim patterns, what you would expect from a Hidden 1, and Snowy's just not up to the task here. It was his idea to go for this Hidden 1, and so far it doesn't seem like it's working out unless Echo can somehow trip up, which is certainly possible given how he's kind of been performing throughout this match. Even on his strengths, it's still kind of a dice roll one way or another. But thus far, he's holding on pretty well. 98%, 97% accuracy to boot, about a 2% accolade, and a full combo to hold on. Snowy finding another break again. These awkward aim patterns really, as you can see now from Snowy's screen, it just takes one miss aim to really throw your pace off. Echo will finally trade his first miss and his full combo, but Snowy's just finding a lot more and not able to stabilize, and he will find himself now down 8k and will most likely be growing, barring any unfortunate, absolutely catastrophic incidents from Echo. Yeah, halfway through, and well, I mean, what more is that to say? Unless Snowy just pops off from here on out and Echo just fumbles up. Okay, that's the first one. Snowy still probably needs a bit more. There's probably enough map left for this lead to like slowly flip over, so Echo can't rest on his laurels just yet, as Snowy is catching up both in combo and in accuracy now. But not for long. He will throw away the combo lead he has and immediately back to the kind of aim sections. Not as awkward as some of the ones we saw, but still enough to throw Snowy off. Score lead now comfortably back in Echo's alley here. Quarter of the map left, and yeah, 100k score lead for Echo. Not much to worry about. He just has to, play the rest of this map, whatever happens. Bancho will be having a bit of a moment, but I mean, by all rights, that should be a point for Echo. Or did Snowy DC? I'm not sure, maybe the map ended early. We'll wait and see. Echo landing 545k. I think Snowy actually DC'd. Yeah. But I mean, it wouldn't have changed anything if I'm being honest. Like, this is not the other incident we had last night where someone DC'd and they won. This one's just simply, I think, too far gone. Echo with 666 max combo to close out Hidden 1. Both players seemingly just giving each other the breakpoint back on that third pick. Fumbling hard. So it's even Stevens again. Echo with one last chance to pick here to at least secure tiebreaker. But we'll probably have to wait a bit for Snowy to come back again to reconnect. And right now, there's what? No mod 2, no mod 4, power 1, DT1 left up. If I were to bet, I probably say Echo. Maybe Hard Rock 1? I mean, either the Hard Rock or DT will definitely be picked by one of them. I don't think Echo would be feeling the no mod 2 option after what happened in no mod 5. And yeah, no mod 4 is kind of just a gamble, if I'm being honest. It's a gamble in the sense that it's a long map, so if you just suddenly lose your focus, you could very easily let go of the lead you have built up, and if your opponent is locked in throughout the entire way, it could spell the end of your hopes and dreams on that map. But it is kind of a mini tiebreaker in the sense, if both players really want to get the tiebreaker that bad. Still, doesn't seem like Snowy's joined the lobby just yet, so we will have to wait for a bit. Scoring spells 3-3. No one able to really get a front footing in the later stages of this match, I mean. Echo easy as well. It doesn't seem like it. So far the MP link only says Snowy left. And well, I mean, we can't start the match anyway if we don't have both players ready to go, so might be a slight delay. Just hang in there. It does seem like Snowy's having issues just connecting to Bancho, which does happen, you know, from time to time. Bancho just really likes to throw people, I suppose. Yeah, seems like Echo was kicked out as well, so it could be a client problem actually. Bancho crapping the bed a bit, but seems like both players are back in the lobby. We should be able to proceed soon. Yeah, just to remind you of what happened so far in this match. Echo got immediately breakpointed out of the gate for his number 1 pick, so we winning that by quite a, I would say, convincing fashion. And then DT2, yeah, Snowy, you know, doing Snowy things. Well, he won that as well. And then Echo finally with the Hidden 2. Barely catching that, his first point. It was like a 6k lead by the end of it. And then after that, I believe we went to DT3, where Snowy Snowy kind of, well, fumbled the bag a bit as Echo absolutely combo gamed his way to a 900k on that DP3, 90% accuracy. Snowy had 97%, but it was simply not enough. Okay. I mean, I'll end my recap prematurely because we are back in the game. Echo, actually, he's gonna go for Noma too. The stream pick, this time definitely a slightly, quote-unquote, slightly lower BPM, 185 only, compared to what we had in Noma 5 with 222. So, well, let's just hope his tapping wasn't absolutely thrown off after that Noma 5. It probably will not be. We'll probably see a closer matchup this time. Unless anyone decides to just get a ton of 100s or even a chain miss. They're really unlucky. Yeah, honestly, I don't know who to favor. It's kind of all up in the air at this point. And I mean, Echo does have a point. The rest of the picks left are kind of 50-50 either way. He's gonna try and gamble it on with the No Mod 2 to try and secure tiebreaker for himself. A funky slider patterns here and there. Nothing too crazy just yet. Relatively long map as well, 3 minutes 50 seconds, so you better hope you have the stamina after what both players have went through this match. It definitely feels a lot more comfortable. Snowy though, having to sacrifice his accuracy in the process, chaining a load of hundreds as we get into the first full stream section. Now Snowy absolutely crapping on the accuracy department. Echo on the other hand feels right at home with these 185 BPM streams. Snowy having difficulties. He is holding, but it's looking quite dire. So far, only a 30k score lead for Echo. Snowy, by courtesy of holding that combo, will at least keep his dreams alive, but it's getting really close here on some of these streams. He will finally find a break, unfortunately not able to hold on any longer. Echo now have a full 2 minutes to just capitalize on this combo as much as he can. And yeah, so Snowy might be able to speed, but when it comes to slightly lower BPM, he does have difficulties. And given how, yeah, you can see this No Mod 2 having a load of spacing changes in between the streams as well. Not to the point where it's like full space streams just yet, but enough to throw your game off if you're not really accustomed to the kind of No Mod 2s at this level. Second set of streams, Snowy continues to catch a load of hundreds. He does keep his combo, but at this point it will not mean much at all if Echo just doesn't find a break. At this point, Snowy needs a lot more than a break. He needs a chain miss from Echo, who just seems so comfortable. Look at him. Not even a single 100 throughout the entire section. It's gonna be Snowy with another break again. 1.6k and growing for Echo. He's poised to get that FC here on this No Mod 2. 300k score lead. Snowy once again. I mean, he knows he's kind of done on this No Mod 2. There's no coming back from this one. Score lead is just too big, and Echo's just not letting it go at all. Now it's just a matter of, can we see Echo land the FC? That's very close. A chain of hundreds and some 50s. As the spacing now gets kind of crazy. And here we go, to the last few, like 30 seconds of the map. Will we see Echo close it out with a stylish FC here? Snowy dropping absolutely everything. Echo unfortunately not able to close it out with an FC, but just enough well, not really just enough, a whole lot more than enough to take this Nomad 2 and secure tiebreaker for himself. Darling and wowing all of these streams with some exceptions. Snowy on the other hand, nothing to offer, 300k and 4 misses, but it was the hundreds, the accuracies that really says it all on how comfortable both players are on this map. Snowy with about 220, 230. Meanwhile for Echo, it's less than 100, it's 80 100s and 2 misses from those 2 streams at the very end. So quite a dominant showing from Echo. His last pick did not go to waste, as he can now sit back and wait for Snowy to fire out. I think there's definitely an angle for either the AHotDawg or DT, yeah. Snowy's gonna go back to his roots and tries luck on DT1. Once again, a familiar song and I believe a familiar map set as well. Cold Green Eyes. Yep, it definitely is. The map set, that OG map set by Barrism that many players have farmed on. Although this one, the catch here, AR 10.5. So both players really gotta get their A game ready. Probably Gamma as well, if they really want to try that hard. Yeah, AR 10.5, OD 10.1. It's basically an accuracy game. Quite a short map as well, 1 minute 28 seconds. 7-star GT1 jumps. It's all about the reaction, I believe, at this point. The last map before we'll see if we can head to tiebreaker, or will Echo somehow turn the tides here in the DT pool, now that he has done it once on DT3. Not a strong start already in the first 2 circles, but the meat is still yet to arrive here in this DT1. Snowy is holding on to his accuracy like his life depends on it. It certainly is. His tournament life right now on the line. Echoes just barely cruising about 80%. He's hoping for a break from Snowy, and he will find it. Going into the first and probably only KI here. The Scully now gradually flipping back as Snowy finds a second break. Echo, he's not just holding his combo, he's improving his accuracy as well. Not 87% accuracy. Snowy on the other hand, he might have 96, but he does not have the combo. Echo, what is he doing? He finally drops his combo, but not before amassing a 170k score lead for himself, as we have about less than a quarter of the map left. And I think Echo might have done it. Like, the hard part should theoretically be over by this point. There's no way for you to choke here at the ending patterns unless you just, lose focus with your Echo. And it seems like he will secure the 5th point. We will not see tiebreaker. An absolute masterclass from Echo, able to hold on longer than Snowy. 1 miss and 91% accuracy at the start of this map. It looks so bleak for Echo. But as we head into the KI, Snowy all of a sudden just loses his combo. And even though he has the accuracy to back it up, he does not have the combo to flip this back. And Snowy will be eliminated from OMT1. Echo on the other hand, showing why he's been the dominant force and one of the stable rocks here for the Malaysian team in the OS World Cup. He's not one to be trifled, even when you think you should be beating him at a particular map, a particular skill set. He always finds a way to turn the tides. There you go, GWPs. Echo gonna win it. Gonna win this match against Snowy 5-3. And that will be the last match for the week. We've pretty much gone through all the matches here for round 16/qualifiers. I mean, sorry, not qualifiers. What am I talking about? Quarterfinals. And yeah, that will be the end for me. We do have a showcase coming up in 15 minutes. The showcase for next weekend, so do stay tuned for that. Both, I believe, tier 2 showcase will be happening first, and then tier 1. So yeah, in 15 minutes. So stay tuned and hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in 15 minutes for the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 1 showcase for OMT. Take care.